Pisces, 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 welcome. All right, mid-September, general check-in for you, see what's going on. Can you all believe that the year is already, it's like way past half, isn't it amazing? Wow, 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 wow. All right, so mid-September 2020 general reading for Pisces. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to check for you what your recent energy is, what brought you to that, what are the lessons, where this energy is going forward. And then we're going to end off with a crystal oracle card. Remember, it's a general reading. Take what resonates. I do also do personal readings. Okay, let's see what we got for you. I'm going to start drawing you some cards, Pisces. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Adrian. I'm an intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness. I also do spiritual regression hypnosis. And there's a link in the description that you can check out of mine if you want to do that. You can subscribe to my newsletter if you want to do that. I've got some training for tarot reading coming up as well. Very excited about it. They'll all be in the newsletter, or you can watch this space. Boom, 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 boom. For those of you that always join me every week, I want to thank you so much for that. Thank you for your love and your kindness and your support. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. All right. If you want some beautiful spiritual regression work done, then your best bet will be my best friend, who does all, okay, things are flowing here, who does all or most of my, graphic design as well as my social media management, which is so cool because I get to focus on what I do and she does all the other stuff for me. So you can contact her directly. AC Digital Marketing Solutions, link below. Pisces. This is cool. Overall reading, or overall energy is the wheel, which is the wheel of fortune. Haha, nice, 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 nice. This is I feel such a flow, such an influx of energy, which is quite incredible because, at this particular point in time, we're also in the Mars retrograde, which can bring a lot of conflict and sort of inner turmoil and things like that about. But what I do like is that, and I've seen this happening, that a lot of you, you've done a lot of inner work and you've really gone inside and you've really looked at some of your patterns and even some of your habits that are not really working, that weren't serving you best. And you really focus on positively, eradicating those, which is really, really, really incredible. And I see you that, sort of whatever energy the universe has at this particular point in time, you're getting to work and merge with that energy. You can see if you look on this card, for example, it's got a different moon cycles over there. And, obviously with different sort of like energies in the universe, especially the moon, which is such a strong impact, got such a strong impact on water, and we are, as humans, consisting largely out of water. We're like a water body really, and you're a water sign. And what I love is that I see you going to such a direction where this honesty that you're having with yourself, this inner work that you've done with yourself, where if the energy is, really amazing and it's bright and it's beautiful and it's flowing, that you can benefit from that, and you can sort of like fill your cup up from that. And then when the times come when the energy is not so all bright and all flowing and all those type of things, that your cup is filled with such a nature that you can actually draw from that strength, sort of like those reserves that you've built up. So that is really, really beautiful. That is so beautiful. That is so good to see. All right. Then in the recent past, you've got the Nine of Voices, which is Swords. I think I had this for, I really speak under correction now, but I think I had the same card in the same position for the Cancer reading, which is also water sign, and also quite in tune with emotions sometimes, sometimes it's a good attunement and sometimes it's not such a good attunement. All right, the current energy we're having at the moment is the Devil, and what is coming towards you is the world, or the world cosmos in this card. This is a good reading. I don't want you to be concerned about this Nine of Swords and about the Devil card, because first of all, the Nine of Swords is in the recent past and the Devil is where you currently are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify this Wheel of Fortune for you first for the overall energy, and then I'm going to look at that. But I don't want you to be concerned because I'm actually getting a very positive feeling around your reading. Okay, Let's see what we have for you. So, for those of you that saw my weekend readings, you would see the weekend love readings for Twin Flame. You remember that I used the previous deck, the old deck. This is the replacement deck. So excited. I love working with new decks. The energy is just off the hook and the cards are just sliding right up. Okay, so you got the 10 of Cups. This reading really resonates so strongly with the Cancer reading. The 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. So first of all, which is wonderful, is that for those of you that were having like, materialistic worries, money, finance, career, that sort of thing, you're getting a beautiful balance around that. I feel that for, sorry, I feel that for some of you, you there's a big cycle ending here, and there's a new cycle that you're going into, especially with the emotions, your emotional connection. Because if you look at the wheel there, which is a number 10, and then the 10 of Cups is also coming out there, directly followed by the Ace of Cups, which is all about abundance and prosperity, and then you get the 4 of Pentacles. You may have experienced that a lot of parts of your life, your outside life, your career and your money, and your sort of like your interaction, relationship with others was a little bit off, could have been quite off. But whilst we might have looked a lot at what's happening in the world at the moment and these other outside circumstances, I feel that there's a period that you went through that you sort of had to acclimatize to everything that was happening. Everything is up and then everything is down and then everything is wild and everything is calm and there's a lot of uncertainty. So it took you a while to sort of get with that flow, because it was very sort of rough, and you're very sensitive to the emotions. As Pisces, you are a very natural empath. And for this particular reading as well, you may also wonder if you know where your moon is, because your moon is your emotions. So if you know where your moon is, then you can look at the reading for your moon sign as well. All right. If you don't, then let's just stick with what you know. Okay. Unless you want to go on one of the apps online to find out what your moon sign is. There's quite a couple of them, which are very, very good. But your overall sense of being, of well-being, of life, of personal circumstances, your inner circle is really, it's improving. It's almost like a lot of seeds were planted, and when you plant seeds, those shoots come up, and it kind of pushes through the ground, and there's a lot of hope, and it's like they're going to grow, but you can't be sure. And it started to flower, and it seemed very promising, but you can't be sure. But now, and then you start to get like maybe the young blossoms or the young fruits, or or the young vegetables, and you still can't be sure. But now there's a sense of ripening. It's a period of ripening for you right now. Okay, so now you can be sure, because now it is harvest time. All right. And it's also important for you to know that, because sometimes when we still try to be in the period where we're trying to make things work, but in fact it's harvest time, we sort of we can put ourselves out of this flow of abundance sometimes, because we don't understand that you are actually already in the flow of positive sort of benefit. So that I really, really like. And all of this, all this sort of acclimatizing with everything else is really amazing, because now it starts to balance out all the other things. Well, I feel you might have been trying to make a lot of sense of the outside world in many senses, because the inside world for you is, becoming, starting to make sense. The outside world is starting to reflect that, because life is a mirror reflection of what's happening inside of us. All right. That's really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I liked it very much. Also, I think something about Pisces that a lot of us don't understand sometimes is that very few people really know what's happening in your inner circle. Like, they may think that they know, but they know about 2%, but the other 98% that people are not aware of, those scales are equally balancing for you, which is fantastic. It's like the sun is coming out. Like the sun is coming through the shutters and it's coming inside and it's beautiful. I don't know, maybe this is just a direct message for some of you, but I literally see some blinds, like the long thinner ones. It could be brown plastic or it could be wood. It's like it's not wood, but it's not the thin flimsy plastic. It's not the one that if the wind blows it goes. It's not that, but it's like open like that and the sun shines through and it's still almost like it could be like a lounge, maybe a practitioner area, sort of a whitish couch and like a plant. Quite beautiful. Maybe that's for some of you. Okay. Let me know. All right, so Nine of Voices, Nine of Swords, this is in your recent past. This is what brought you to where you currently are. And this is when we sometimes, or basically when we realize that something needs to be done. You've got these dreams inside, you've got these hopes, you've got these aspirations, you've got these things where, you'd like to go and that you'd like to experience. But, sometimes we have to realize that something is a little off. No matter how much you try to deny it, there's a sense of loneliness. And even if your life was, is very full, I feel that for some of you, even you kind of stack your plate really, really full because you didn't so much want to acknowledge, in a sense, some of the lack and limitation that was actually inside your life. And what I like is that you got to a point where you realize this is what I'd like to have, and these are the factors that are actually withholding me from what I want to have. These are the things that are standing in my way. These are the things that I have to, pay loving attention to and heal, and that inner child healing, as opposed to actually, wanting to be in avoidance mode, which doesn't really work. It just made you feel frustrated. It was taking your own head and like banging it against the wall, So where you are at the moment with the Devil card, this is a lot of what are the factors in my life? What are the influences in my life? Sort of like the outside influences that is making the inside feel, that it's unbalanced and that it's wild and that it's crazy. And so there's a lot of inner reflection taking place with you at the moment. Some of you may even let, certain people go or release certain situations or circumstances, realizing that, some situations may just be past the point of hope, can't really be salvaged. And it's good when we realize that sometimes, and we can accept it sometimes, and we can make peace with it, because it can be quite challenging to do that at times. And then going forward with the World, which is such a good card for you, really. And it's so funny, these cards were falling out now. I'm not going to take it out. I'm just going to show you. They were falling from my hand, these on my lap. And when I opened it, I saw the Wheel of Fortune over there as well, which is very similar to the World Cosmos, affirming for you that you are already halfway there. Alright, so let's look at that Nine of Voices in your recent past. Let's look at your recent past. What are the lessons? What are the lessons from the recent past? You've got a Page of Swords, you've got the King of Wands, and you've got the Six of Swords. This reading is really so very much in line with the Cancer reading that I did, so you may want to go look at the Cancer reading as well. You may actually be surprised if you find how you might find some similarities there. Maybe you've got your moon, in Cancer. Anyway, so Page of Swords, King of Wands, and Six of Swords. Or maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. You realize what it is that you needed to do, what you needed to let go of. There was a strong sort of craving for emotional sort of balance. There was it's almost like you experienced like an emotional lack within you. Sorry, and you needed to really get back to basics, to the things that sort of make your heart shine. You needed that again, and I feel that for some of you, in many ways, you were sort of working against yourself there for a while, but you really kind of got your flow back. You got your magic back. You got your sort of balance, equilibrium with yourself back again. Okay, let's see what you've got for the devil. Also, there with the recent past, you started to get very much hope for the future, which is wonderful. Let's see the devil in the current situation. The devil is obviously about setting yourself free from situations that are holding you back, but these are often also, there the world is again, very self-imposed patterns, beliefs and behaviors that are not serving you well. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Look at this. So, for the devil, I'm going to show you these cards. For the devil, you've got the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune again, and drumroll please, boom, 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 the devil. The devil is clarifying the devil. And this devil card actually shows us even a little bit more, because this is about your abundance and your flow and your emotions and sort of like your own personal sort of juju, you know. But if you look at these characters, you will also see it is like holding yourself sort of in captivation here, you know. It's sort of like captivity there sometimes, where we may feel that it's life and it's, circumstances and it's other people. But when we can take that responsibility within ourselves and realize that, sort of like the one holding us back is actually us. Very, very different. So I see you reaching for power. And when I say power, I mean that inner strength, that inner power, that inner energy. And I also like the way that I see you reaching for it, because, you see a lot of these on social media, for example, with, like memes and motivation and things. There's nothing wrong with it, but, reach for your inner power, reach for your inner goddess, unlock your inner goddess, unlock your inner being. And these things are all really, really beautiful. But if we really want to give ourselves an honest chance in this world, and this is why I love spiritual regression hypnosis, because this is what it's all about. It is about reaching into that sort of untasteful, muddy place inside, where you get the clarification about what are the things that are really holding me back, because to really reach for your fullest potential of who you are, of who you can possibly become, you need to know what are the things that are holding you back. And this is amazing, because I feel you going inside. I feel you reaching inside where you currently are. Very much a process happening at the moment. And it could probably be experiences, not the most wonderful experience. It could actually be quite overwhelming. But things are turning in your favor. Things are shifting in your favor, and the reason why things are shifting in your favor is because you are doing the inner work. You are doing the work inside, You are doing that inner child healing. You are sort of looking in the mirror and having that honest conversation with yourself, be it an actual mirror, or be it that you're just very honest with your emotions about what's going on. You are doing that, which is actually incredible. And that obviously takes you forward to new heights. And then we've got the world cosmos, which is the world, which is completion. So that world that you have there, which is the world in the middle of the deck, this is where you're going towards things, where you're going, what's coming towards you. This is really when you are stepping into that circle. So also, which is wonderful news, is that the aspirations that you have and the ideas that you have and the magic that you are reaching for, you are actually reaching it as well, which is really, really good to know. All right, you've got the Two of Wands, you've got the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Star, which is great, because you are not quite there, but where you are heading, you get into a space where a lot of the dreams that you thought that you would have to let go of, where you can actually have those come true. You open your heart to the magic, open your heart to the flow, to how you'd like your life to actually be, because it's for many of you, I feel it's almost like you were not living the fullest capacity of your life. And you may have, if somebody spoke to you about this a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago, maybe, even a couple of years ago, because this is a long cycle that's coming to an end here, that people are asking, you would say, oh, what is this, and it's that, and it's this, and it's that, and it's this, and it's that, and it was never really you, But now I feel that you've come to a space where you came to accept, but it is me. You know, I can change my life. I can do things differently. I can look at different things. I can dream bigger dreams, you know, different dreams for myself. It's okay for me to do that. For me to focus on the world, you know, the world that I'd like to have. And doing that is actually what is opening you to that beautiful universal flow of support that's always available to us. Okay. Let's see what we've got for you in a crystal energy, Pisces. So good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I like that. I like that. In my part of the world where I live, which is in beautiful Cape Town in South Africa, you know, September we go into spring. So for me, you know, even though at some parts of the world it's about going into a period of rest and surrender, for me it's about new beginnings, and I love it. Even more so, fire agate, creativity. Agate is one of those really amazing crystals that it's all about, you know, that inner sort of magic, that inner sort of life that is flowering out into the outside. And it speaks of a process that is very difficult sometimes to go through. It takes some time. It's even volatile. But now there's a strength. There's an inner strength that the outer world can't really take away from you, because it's built on the foundation of truth and honesty and authenticity. Authenticity. All right. All right. Well, I authentically hope that it really helps you, Pisces. And remember, I've got a reading coming up for you every week, so you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe all button next to subscribe, so Google knows and YouTube knows that you like to see my readings. There's a reading every week. And I will see you on whichever video you decide to watch next of mine. Namaste. Love and light, beautiful souls.